Abusia sisei de nsema ekoso wo mountain say free SHS any first year students amo awofo any students na nkasa mu echire mu a His Excellency John Dramani Mahama adeceive omo on campaign ahodo campaign videos ahodo a woye erefa free SHS ho na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama chire mu say the way our mind no yaji free SHS asom na His Excellency the former president Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo ene Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia adwenpa omunyade ma oman yi a eno nti omodi free SHS baaye ema enam free SHS ntunti enkola awie SS ewo Ghana ha no enya asem ketua na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama chire mu say the way a free SHS akwakoye ne de ono nso oba obeto aso pepepe se de beboa ama nkola bebre from now to time on no so be free aban mu de omunyina no ebetime akọ SHS na bewie na nyame ye omadoma omato aso na omoto aso no so first year no so wasaye no free e de amasa ankofo we nyina na ye nyina ye wa atwenye mu a ye hwe de ebekọ na wohwe nsema a kokokoko wo monten so amanfo bebre na omunje His Excellency John Dramani Mahama di se obetimi atoa free SHS ne so na stakeholder meeting bi omokoye efa free SHS ho no ene de nsem ni nyina ba NDC omutirimpo a omwode ma free SHS nyina no ena ni nyina na akopia bonte a enya asem ketewa na meeting na se ne ekopie mu ho se free SHS omo boarding house no efi na ekode omo ankasa ba beto manu aduane na che se ensema emre bi Haruna Idrisu kato ho se nursing training student omo nursing school no say de aban emfidi omo bi omo a ebe fidi omo ho no sansem na say de wa hwe a from now ekopim say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ebe free aban mu de na free SHS students no omoa eto manu aduane ene ade abusia awofo no eni abre ewo sansem ehu ye pa sanso na sukufo no eni abre na Ghana fo nso bi ka kire omo se nsem a ka kire omo se hwe na omanje His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ndi omo nkoto aba emfama MPP amanyoko no omantie no say de mo bia complaini obi anye din no hwe de His Excellency John Dramani Mahama be abuso embonrem ni nkotie nsem ni nyina ha ya yakati.
Borders must pay boarding feeding fees. Education forum stakeholders. Now, let me take you to this story because it's one that, because of a lot of conversations about free SHS. Now, according to the story, stakeholders in education have proposed a significant change in the country's free senior high school policy, suggesting that boarding students should be allowed to pay for their boarding and feeding fees. They suggested that only day students should be allowed to attend school for free in order to alleviate some of the financial burdens on the government. At the Bono East Ahafo and Western North Zone of the ongoing National Education Forum in Sunyani last Monday, stakeholders said the proposed funding model would promote quality education since the government would have enough resources to invest in other sectors of education.
I mean, isn't this what we've talked about on several occasions?
We've talked about this, but for me, the question then is, so our political parties, because in the last election, the government today still said nobody is going to do that. When the suggestion came up, so you ask the question, what sort of consultations do our political parties engage in
before they come up with their manifesto?
Because if people today are telling you, let boarding students pay their boarding and feeding fees, how is it possible that throughout the campaign nobody proposed this?
It's funny. I actually agree with something you said a few days ago, that perhaps it was just the NDC pulling a fast one.
This guy to this whole NDC guys no idea. Oma dada we did including John Dramani Mahama no my day. Oma dada we say for Oma dada go looking at things no Ghana for be name who knows. Then there was from here this man or the Zimbia to Jaya concerning a year Mahama appointment be a wide wire. Then the other 2 years ago for is the greatest president ever in Ghana. Yeah, and then the other 2 years is a fact. And then Sansemun now can go for being Tiasi, and then the same people are on Tiasi, no, or Monsoon a year appointed, or Mama and your man and the for the government to create it to honor. Because you have for senior original schools were really strict with the audience, and to year concerning a year for the government, and you may be our year, this current government, or young for also, and then our more pointing and conform your ma, and conform Junia because ordinary future. Then ye government here the future one revenge no idea because you for you could this balance more to ja.
And the Akufo-Addo didn't sell one state company in the 8 years. He actually added. He added this. He added the confit juice factory. He added that. He added the Akufo-Addo was just adding. You say that he borrowed. He borrowed to build JADEC, for which you have now appointed somebody. JADEC is a strategic government agency for the purpose of calibrating our mining resources. Go and check what they are doing there. Michael Ansa, I hope I get his photograph. Michael Ansa was the managing director of Dell in all of Europe. Ghanaian, Michael Ansa. He was managing Dell in all of Europe. He was the boss of Dell, all of Europe. Akufo-Addo went to see what Michael was doing in Europe and said, Michael, you got to come down. I beg you, come down. Akufo-Addo begged Michael Ansa, leave your job. Come to Ghana and come and do JADEC for me. For the last 7 years, Michael Ansa has managed JADEC in a spectacular way so that you can appoint somebody to JADEC. The God of Akufo-Addo will speak very, very soon. You have come to appoint JADEC, and you come and tell us you are selling ECG. 2 weeks in government, 14 days, NDC first announcement. Oh, ECG must be privatized. We are privatized. Somebody came in, didn't sell ECG. You had a plan to sell it. Akufo-Addo said, no, I won't sell it. He kept ECG as it is for the people of Ghana. Then he created JADEC, and you have come to appoint somebody. Then when you come, the man who left, you call him Nebuchadnezzar, who added, you come in 2 weeks, I want to sell ECG. You sell ECG today and we'll see. Governance is about adding. Governance is about legacy. Governance is about doing something. Governance is about having something to your name. It's not about propaganda in opposition to say Samira's bag is this and that. And when you come, you are giving your bag to people to dodge. And then since you take that, you are dodging. Really? We are only starting. We are only in February. We haven't reached anywhere. I salute you, Mr. Randolph Chumesi-Ankra. May you do a good job. And when we looked on our social media, I understand that it's one of those who has been writing into our program, writing against us about NDC. That's fine. That's fine. There's no problem. I mean, there are NDC people, there are MPP people, there are different strands of opinion. We are willing and happy to be criticized by different strands of opinion. Our responsibility is that we have to put out facts that are correct. That's all. How people respond. Lawyer, nice boy. But this is why it's important. It's the food for thought.